Welcome to my series on using Adobe Spark Video. This is episode 2 of my series entitled The Slides. So if you remember, this is where we ended up in episode 1. This was my practice video that I started with. Now I'm going to go back and edit. So I'm just going to go ahead and run my cursor over the top and hit the edit button. And this should hopefully take me back to my Adobe Spark Video that I started. Again, same screen. If you don't want it, click the Don't Show Me tutorial again, but I'll just close it out. All right, so if you remember from last time, this particular video only has 3 slides. Slide 1, the credits, and the outside, or the end slide. If I want to add slides, then I need to move over here to the slide on the left that has the plus. Okay, so if I click on that, notice now I have 1, 2, and as I add slides, it's going to put me on the slide that I add. And remember, if you can't remember what slide you're on, this gray circle with the 3 dots, that tells you where you are in your video. So let's say that I know for a fact I need 4 slides. So now I have my 4 slides. If I start typing on a slide and I don't like where I put it, then I can move the slide and change its location in my video. All I have to do is click and drag it over. See the little fist? I just click and I drag it over, and that will move my slides into any position I want to put them in. Of course, the last one is going to be your credits, and if you use the little slide down here, and the last one is the Made with Adobe Spark. That's sort of their trademark at the end. So I'm going to go back, use the slide to see my first video, or my first slide in my video. Now, there's a couple things that we're also going to talk about when it comes to slides, and that's how you're going to do the layout of your slide. So you'll notice right now I am on full screen. Basically, I've got 1 plus in the center. These pluses we'll use later to add. You'll notice up here video or photo. This plus will let you add text or icons, basically little pictures. You can do a split screen. Notice that it changes what you have. You have a screen to the left and a screen to the right. If you do caption, that gives you 2 things, the top part for a video, photo, or icon, and then the bottom, of course, is for text. And then the last one over here for layout is title and text. Again, you can add a video or a photo for the background. Top arrow is for text, mainly the main title, and then the bottom arrow gives you smaller text. Okay, so those are your choices for layout, and you can do them by slide. So if you wanted a split screen for your first slide, but a caption screen for your second, you can do that. And then this one is your theme. So this gives you an idea of the different type of text that you can use, your fonts basically. So you want something a little heavier, you can use this font, and then it gives you some colors. These will be the colors of slides if you don't add anything to the background like an image. If you leave it plain, then the background, and notice all of my backgrounds down here are now purple. I can do noir and then change my color to whatever I like. Notice that it's staying gray. It's just adding like for different text. So in this case, the background's black, but your text is gray. Here, your background is green or orange, but your text is more of a lighter color. Here again, your text is more white, and then your background's white, and then your text is by color. And then here's your last one, okay? And usually your theme is gonna run throughout your slideshow, unlike your layout, which you can change depending on your needs for each individual slide. The next one is resize. It goes from widescreen to square. I suggest you leave it on widescreen. That gives you a better image, and then when you show your videos, they look better. And then the last one is music, and I'm going to leave that one alone for right now. We'll come back to that one in episode 3 would be my guess. So I'm going to go back to the layout. So my first one, I want to make full size. Slide 2, I would like to be a split screen. So notice how it already sets that up. Slide 3, I'll go back to full screen. Notice how you can still see down here that it's a split screen. And then number 4, I think I want to put in a caption. Okay. Theme, I think I like my theme the way it is, but maybe I'll change it to that. Yeah, I like that. So the nice thing, again, like I told you about Adobe Spark, is that it auto saves for you. And so now pretty much whatever I've done will stay. Now, right now I don't have any text or anything. I've just set up my backgrounds and my themes. You can change those as you go. Just be careful when you go to layout. If you change something, you might lose something, especially from split screen to full screen. So just be careful when you do that to make sure that that's really what you want. If you kind of want to see what it looks like, you can either hit the preview button at the top with the eyeball or come down here to the arrow in the far left. The music is just added. They add that for you. And later we'll learn how to change that. But now you can just kind of see what it's going to look like without text. And then to get out of this, come up here to the upper right-hand corner and just click X. So this is basically going to be the starter for my video. And in episode 3, we're going to start adding text and photos and video and possibly even some music. So I hope that you will join me for episode 3. Thanks.